So you want cap delts, you want to be broader, you want to be more attractive for summer. Well, make sure you're not making these 3 mistakes holding you back from growing your side delts more efficiently. Let's go. First off, the biggest mistake is training the front delts first. Whether it be from shoulder pressing or not being properly aligned when you're doing side delt exercises. So the front delts tend to overpower the side delts. So you want to make sure that you're giving these side delts every single advantage possible to actually do whatever movement that you're doing. Now, to address the first part of this mistake, it's pretty simple. You want to be doing a isolation exercise for the side delts. If you think you're just going to be shoulder pressing and that's going to be enough volume for the side delts, I tell you that whenever it comes to growing an underpowered muscle, chances are you need to isolate it in some sort of way, which means you need to incorporate some sort of lateral raise into your training. You see, the shoulder press itself, while it does train the side delts, it's predominantly a front delt exercise, but the lateral raise is going to be a isolation exercise for the side delts, which is exactly what you want. Secondly, when it actually comes to doing the lateral raise, specifically with dumbbells, make sure you're leaning forward so that when you're raising your arm, the side delts are directly facing upwards towards the ceiling, not your front delts. And since you're going to be leaning forward, keep your arm neutral with the back of your hand facing the sky in the shortened position. You do not need to empty the glass as a lot of people talk about. In terms of your elbow, you can have either a straight arm or a bent arm when raising. It doesn't matter too much. If you tend to get pain when you keep your arms straight, then you bend your arms instead. But you want to have this slightly forward lean and neutral position because in that position, the direction your side delts will be contracting will go directly against the line of force. In this case, of course, it's gravity. And likewise with machines and cables, it's always important that your side delts are going to be facing the direction that your arms will be raising. Once again, this usually means having a small lean and keeping your hands neutral as opposed to overly pronated or overly supinated. The second biggest mistake is going to be involving your traps. Now, outside the front delts, the traps are going to be likely the next muscle to overpower the side delts on a lateral raise when done incorrectly. Now, the reason this happens, aside from just underdeveloped side delts, is from shrugging and raising your shoulders as you do the lateral raise seen here. To correct this, there's 2 things you can do. First off, instead of raising in your frontal plane back here, straight out to the side, what you could do is raise in your scapular plane slightly in front of you. Overall, I find this makes it easier not to shrug. The second biggest tip is instead of thinking about bringing the dumbbells upward, think about reaching outward, pretending to throw the dumbbells out to the side. This helps you minimize that shoulder lifting associated with shrugging, and is a great intuitive cue to differentiate a lateral raise involving both your traps and side delts like this, and purely your side delts.
Now with summer coming up, I know a lot of y'all are trying to get in the best shape of your life like these fine gentlemen have, and that is why I'm running my Sustainable Summer Shred program. I know for a lot of y'all, the thought of dieting and creating your own workout program can be daunting. Enter the S3 program, which provides everything you need to get to your fitness goals in a sustainable way, eliminating the guesswork. So apply in the link in the description. The deadline is April 22nd to join.
The third biggest mistake when training side delts is spamming lateral raises aimlessly. I feel like recently, the idea of spamming lateral raises has gained a lot of popularity on fitness social media. The problem is spamming lateral raises, that is increasing volume aimlessly on side delts, isn't the only solution to growing your side delts, and it's definitely not the best one. You see, from a volume perspective, you want to aim to get 8 to 20 sets per week. Any more than that, it becomes not the best use of your time, even when you're trying to maximize side delts growth, because outside volume, there are 2 other factors that are important for optimizing muscle growth. The first of those factors being progressive overload. You need to be making your exercises, your sets, harder over time, either by increasing weight, increasing the amount of reps you do, slowing the tempo down on the eccentric, or increasing your overall active range of motion. Ultimately, it is important to be challenging yourself and moving the needle over time. And the second factor is intensity. While it doesn't take a whole lot of weight to be training your side delts, you need to make sure that you're training close enough to failure in order to reap the most benefits from a hypertrophy perspective. And this usually means taking the sets within 2 reps shy of failure at the very least. And it might even be beneficial to incorporate some machine or cable lateral raises as a more stable option that will help you push to failure without losing stability, as I'm doing here. And on top of that, those exercises will be more length and focus, which should be beneficial for hypertrophy. So now I hope y'all know what to avoid when it comes to side delt training so you can maximize growing those calf delts. Hope y'all liked this video, and if you did, leave a like as my like ratio is quite low. Hit subscribe if you want to see more videos to level up your physique, and do not forget to hit the bell button to get the videos as they come out hot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.